Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Risco and Osaka coming at you with some more dreams. It's dreams. Why don't I have any tags? Always this does with the... Well, it should have tags. English and LGBTQI+. Quilt bag. So I guess we have tags? Maybe? I don't know, folks. I don't understand any of this stuff. That's okay. That's okay. It's no problem. We're gonna run around in circles for a little bit, just to do the circle running thing. Chrono said it's gonna be late-ish, which is sad, but he'll be around, and that's always a good thing. It is Sunday. Monster Truck Rally at the Nassau Coliseum with Gravedigger. I don't know if Gravedigger's going to be there, but, we hope. Because really, I mean, they always talked of Bigfoot, but Gravedigger was where it was at. I mean, I would say definitely. But it's been a whole Sunday, basically. I think that's what we're going to go with, is it's been a whole Sunday, and I'm kind of glad that we're getting towards the end of it. Why don't we start jumping in? We haven't looked at a community jam in a while. We've got medieval fantasy. Let's get involved as a player. See what we got. Hopefully something fun. I noticed there are 5 people watching, which is really nice. But if anybody wants to say hello, you are more than welcome to say hello. Well, I mean, this is fantasy. There's only one thing that looks like an actual game, so why don't we take a look at... Wait, this is food. I thought that's just fantasy. I don't know. Folks. Question marks. It's all sorts of question marks, but that's okay. Corey?
What, mate? I'm really scared, man. I know you told me not to be, but there's so much jelly. It's so gross, dude. How are we gonna get out of here? What are we gonna do?
What are we
listen,
looking
man.
at exactly?
Just
I mean,
get your head together.
It's an apple and some toast, I guess.
Just look down the path for a second. We could get out of here, man. That's not too difficult. A few jumps here and there. You're a jumping master. Jimmy
It's not toast, it's a sandwich. Okay, so we're Jimmy the Sandwich.
We can do this. I mean, look at Fritz over there. He made it. Look at him. Happy, safe.
Do we get to play?
You gotta get out of here, Jimmy. You know it. We can make it. Okay.
Nice enough voice acting though. Oh, Sue, to me. How you doing?
You think I want to get peanut butter on my jelly? I mean, you know what I mean.
Lurking whilst I do brunch. Enjoy your brunch, Des. I hope it is.
I don't want jelly on my beard, that's for sure. Look at
I
this.
hope it is a delicious lunch.
Perfectly cured peanut butter.
I don't know what's happening, honestly. Well, good. It's good to hear you tell me. Corey can double jump. Touchpad. Why would you make the touchpad jump? And what's going on with the apple? Do we need to keep the apple alive? I don't feel like I care. I just eat the apple. There's some wild music going on in the background as well. Why would you make the touchpad button the jump? And there's no double jump here. Os Kronos! Don't worry about it, you take your time. We will be here when you return. We are a sandwich, I guess. It's a sandwich and an apple. It's very confusing. Also, there's Fritz. I think Fritz is a croissant. Get out of my way! This stupid apple getting in my way? Why would you make touchpad jump? It doesn't make any sense at all. This Sunday seeks to defeat me, but I will not be defeated by Sunday. I refuse. Now, where do we... Oh boy. This is a whole thing. That's okay. We need We need whole things in our lives, not so many half things. Just you know, just dealing with the stuff. There's so much stuff. Why is there so much stuff? You stupid apple! Get in my way! I swear to God, I will eat you deliciously. Now that is quite a jump. Okay, so we made it. Where's the exit? We have no exit. There's nothing. I am lost. And all life is forfeit? And we shall be bound to the lake of fire, our names stricken from the book of life. And that is all that we deserve. For we are sandwiches. Mere sandwiches. Lost in the void. Lost in the void. Yeah, take that, Applekin. Excuse me? I see how it's gonna be. We gotta shepherd this apple. Not a Sam Shepherd. No, or the Shepherd from Mass Effect. Completely different. Some kind of shepherding is going on, though. And through this, we will bring our flock of apples. Thank you, camera. Putting the camera directly inside my head is really, I mean, it's the best way to go. I mean, you can't... Sweet! I mean, it's definitely... There's this... Why is this apple in my way? Go away, apple. Did apple just push me into the jelly again? Mom! Apple keeps pushing me into the jelly. Can I eat it? Don't eat the apple. Don't eat the apple, Disco. The apple is a guest. I don't want guests, Mom. Tired of guests. Is there, like, are we even working towards something here? Is there a goal? This is, I mean, this is truly like a fever dream. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh! Hello, Fritz. I have no idea what you're saying, so we're just gonna go. Success! You know, I'll upvote that, because it made no sense to me at all. And that's... It deserves it. The rest, I don't know what the rest of this is, and I don't care. We should go to... Dream surfing. Because we got stuff in the queue. There's a Dream Dragon. The Trials of Bounty Bob. I don't know what's going on with Bounty Bob. Solid Snack and Operation Bun. There is one level that I definitely want to play, but I kind of want to wait until Kronos is back on screen. But this Dinorama is from Digital Thing. And we looked at their Neon Grove, gosh, I don't remember, a couple weeks back? Maybe 7 years back? Like, time makes no sense. So, I really like Neon Grove, and I think I want to take a look at this new one from them. Also, Super Mario Automata. We should probably save that for when Kronos is back. What should we do? Sheep? Well, why don't we start things off with the Dream Dragon? That looks nifty enough. Abstract adventure. I'm all about that. I'm abstract. I'm abstracted. Not distracted, abstracted. It's a whole thing. Dream Dragon. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Can we play? I would like to play now. Yes. Imagination Land, Space Land, whip, whip, whip. Let's try Imagination Land. That's a goofy looking dragon. I mean, my sculpts are pretty goofy looking, so I can't say very much, but at the same time, can we not fly? I dropped your link on 3 Discords, Dream, Gribble, and Trixel. Oh my god, Des, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Start dreams now. Well, I mean, we started dreams like a year ago, so... Oh my god, has it been that long? Not that long yet. April? Was it April? And eyeballs? Was it eyeballs? It could have been. I'm not entirely sure. We got like the most awkward dragon in the world. And that's fine. I'm fine with that, but at the same time, double jump now active. Whoop-dee. Are you having seizures, mate? Are you okay? Do you want me to call a doctor? Maybe not. Maybe he's okay. I don't want to judge, you know. People have got their own problems. These are solid objects. Sometimes you just kind of seize up. That's just the way life goes. It's certainly an interesting look, though. I mean, I do have a bit of a thing for towering objects when they're well sculpted and you can actually take a look at all of them. But at the same time, I mean, it's kind of uggo. It's just a little bit uggo. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to say too much, but there's a certain amount of uggoness is the thing. What's this? It's just here. Just here being cool. As we all are. As we all are. I guess we go down here. I really like how this level presents almost no sense of direction. Like, you want to go to this point or that point. Just go wherever you want. Hive, yo! How you doing? You're gonna be in Osaka. You're gonna be in Osaka soon. I am very excited. Now, Hive, do you... Just like life, I know, right? Trust me. Oh my god, do I ever know. That's like my life in a nutshell on a plate. And it's not even a very nice plate. It's just it's a plate with a nutshell on it. Do you know, by chance, roughly where in Osaka you're going to be? Like, north side or south side? Or, barring that, do you know kind of what you'd like to do? Either of those questions could be used to plot some kind of intrigue. I'm not really good at intrigue. I'll check with the peeps where we're staying. If I had to hazard a guess, it would probably be Southside, but, I mean, I don't know, because I'm not the NSA. I'm not tracking you. I'm totally tracking you, but I'm not tracking you at all. Southside is slightly more accessible to me, but it doesn't overly matter. You're staying at the Hilton. If you know where the Hilton is. I mean, I feel like there's a couple, but hold on a second. Let me drop that in. Osaka. Osaka. Hilton. Hilton Hotels in Osaka. The Hilton Osaka is in Umeda. That's north side. What can we do in Umeda that doesn't require us to go to Captain Kangaroo's? Because I would rather have a tooth pulled than go to Captain Kangaroo's. I'll have to think of something. Umeda is not like... Captain Kangaroo's is like the starter Gaijin bar for anybody who's in the Umeda area. It's... I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, it's oof. Basically. And we're on a rocket. Which is a space shuttle, which is also on a rocket. I mean, like, I will go there barring anything else, but it's not a place that makes me supremely comfortable. And all of the staff that I know that used to work there have all moved on. the staff were basically the only thing that Captain Kangaroo's had selling it. Well, we're in Imagination Land. I mean, actually, that's like the name of this level. So, I guess the spaceship works however you want to imagine that it works. Now, like, if you would be willing, because it would be evening time. I imagine you're gonna be like, is that dragon mimicking my movements? I feel terrified. If you would like to take the short train down to, and it is like a 5-minute subway ride down to the south side of Osaka, and there are like more options, I think, for things to get up to. At least I know the area a little bit better. But it's 100% completely up to you. It is your trip. That would be cool. Also because it's easier for me to walk home from Southside Osaka. I know a couple of good restaurants in that area. Friends say we're staying near Osaka Station if that is indeed Umeda. Yeah, Osaka Station is basically the heart of Umeda. And Umeda's not a bad place, really. It's just, it's like not a place that I know very well, which is kind of funny because I, like, used to work there. But it always felt to me like Umeda wanted to be classier than it really deserved to be. And, like, the south side is a little bit more grungy. Depending on, like, where you actually are in it. I don't know what's going on with this level, but it just keeps on going on and on. And we're on magma? Because, you know, that's a thing. Magma's totes a thing. Why wouldn't you be on magma? Whereabouts is Dotonbori? Dotonbori is south side. It's about a... Are we on magma or pizza? Do we have to choose? It could be both. It could be a magma pizza. Dotonbori is about a 5-minute walk from Shinsabashi Station. Like, it's really close. The south side is very compact. Like, going from... Double jump now active. It's been active this entire time. Alright, we're finished. It's a bit of a hike if you want to get all the way down to Shinsekai. But Shinsekai's kinda got corped up a lot, so... Like, we could certainly do it, but I don't know if it would necessarily be worth it. I think I stayed near the south side last time I was in Osaka. That south side's where it's at, yo. It's the grunge town. What do we got? Well, we'll do Trials of Bounty Bob. It's just a demo. But it looks like a straight platformer. And I do appreciate those. Bob is on his final expedition to find the fabled Shangri-La and all its treasures in the choppy waters. They were filled with knives. The water's just knives everywhere. There's a giant hole in the front of that boat, by the way. Unless the boat is a ship, I'm not sure how one distinguishes the one from the other, but... Surfing interface has changed a lot since I loaded up games last. They have been doing a lot of work on the surf interface. It's much better than when I started doing Fever Dreams, that's for sure. What is this camera work? The game volume is high. That is actually a problem. And where's Bob? Like, I don't know. There's not, as far as I can tell, a brain. there's not, as far as I can tell, a way to change the game volume inside the settings, like inside the game itself. They have not fixed the volume issues. I remember there's a truck to get the sky building, and it definitely looked like a completely different feel. The sky building's in a really weird place. Like, was it? I always thought that, like, the Madi is preventing access to my mouse. That Madi, well, she's a cat. It's gonna block your access to the mouse. I always felt like Dreams has been too loud, but Pixel Bob. Quite possibly Pixel Bob. There's a really, like, weird sound effect going on here. Can I climb that? There were a bunch of Koreans behind us discussing the difference between kore, sore, and are. On the way to a meta sky building? Can I attack? No, they did say controls, right. Jump. Teleport. Why do we... filters? Oh, we do have filters. Yeah. It basically, like... Kore is this thing near me. Sore is that thing near you. Are is that other thing that's not near either of us. But for the most part. And Koit, Soits, and Ites work the same way, but generally for people. Can I teleport? No, apparently I cannot. I can just, like... Wait, did I? Holy crumbs. I'm dead! I'm dead. This is definitely a work in progress, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. All I remember from my Japanese at the time was my hiragana and wakarimasen. Wakarimasen! Wakan! Why... Done the thing, it was kind of urgent, but at the same time it wasn't urgent at all. You died. Yeah, well, the level failed me. I didn't die, the level died. I could see how that would kind of impact understanding Hive, yeah? Also, Kronos, I'm really glad that you got things wrapped up. It's always good to have you here. Umbakin! Yosu! How you doing? I'm sorry, Bounty Bob. I really am, but you're just not working it. You're not the right fit for the team. And it's the same with Koko Soko and Asoko. With some slight euphemistic differences for Asoko, but we'll leave those aside for the moment. Gonna take a look at Dinorama. This is one I wanted to really look at tonight by Digital Thing. Diego the dinosaur isn't too happy about the weird little pests roaming around his pad. Liberate your homeland and collect shiny objects along the way. Features music by the wonderful J Plush. Let's do it! Dinorama! We have fire! Fire has been achieved. We're breaking out of our egg? It's a metaphor? What's a metaphor? For selling more splat books. But also, we're breaking out of our egg, and it's a metaphor? We've got Shiny Ridge. Okay, good. And Neon Grove. Oh, okay, yeah, these are ones that we played. It's like a hub world. Frostbite Peaks? So where's our new level? Is it Shiny Ridge? We haven't played Shiny Ridge. I gotcha. I had a pretty neat idea for a platformer in Dreams, and simple too. Ooh, lay it on us. What is this pretty neat idea? I just really like the look of these levels. I think that, I think Digital Thing has got kind of a good eye for coherent presentation. Now, what was our fire? A Tsuchinoko is a fat snake thing that can apparently jump, which is interesting. Oh, the Tsuchinoko. Absolutely. It's a short, fat snake that does apparently jump and drink sake. There are places in Japan that you can go that you can get a license to hunt Tsuchinoko. I have never seen one myself, but I'm assured that they do exist. Excuse me. I'm kind of mucking up the jump here, and that makes me sad. There we go. Easy peasy, but also lemon squeezy. Just for you. But, you know, I think everybody should try a little bit of sake once. It's okay. Question. Ooh, fancy. I wouldn't say the sake is like the best drink in the world, because it's absolutely not, but it's okay. I think shochu's an awful lot better, but that just might be me. I do like some of the Amami shochus. I think they're pretty good. Highly drinkable, straight, or on the rocks, or even with... No! I screwed it up! You went and you blew it all up! You fools! It's the ending of Planet of the Apes! Are you planning to do a platformer featuring the Tsuchinoko? Because that would be cool. Still lurking, trying to fry up eggs with chives and spring onions. That sounds fancy. Like, way fancier than anything I'm eating recently, Des. Soju and sake are fine drinks. I think definitely... What just happened there? Did we accidentally break the level? I feel like we did. Hold on a second. No? No, I guess we're okay. I don't mind sake, but it's never gonna be my first choice. Oh, I like that effect. That reminds me very much of Mario 3. Super Mario 3. Okay. It was kind of cool. And I like that Digital Thing is expanding on this idea that we originally saw in Neon Grove, which we're going to take a look at right now. Well, I mean, leg animations are pretty tricky. To make something look like it's actually interacting with the ground, not an easy thing. Pixel Tuner 92, yos! How you doing? Meep indeed. It is a pleasure to have you in, yo. I feel like it's been a while, but I also have no concept of linear time anymore, so it may not, in fact, be in a while. I am doing well-ish. There's a lot on my plate right at the moment. Mostly it's good, or at least, if not necessarily good, it's forward-moving, which is its own kind of good. But it kind of feels like I'm researching for a graduate thesis while also running a 100-mile dash. So, kind of low on spoons, to be honest. But, you know, it's a step. It's a step in the right direction. Not the step off the platform there that got us killed. That's a completely different step. Don't need that one. Let's see how things work out. I'm tentatively excited. I'm also completely committed, so, like, even if things don't work out, it doesn't matter, because that's just the way it's gonna go. Ah, we have died! Our poor dinosaur. Thank you, Digital Thing. That was pretty excellent. I like that an awful lot. I'm also kind of low on energy today. I've been trying to balance out the LBP time recently. Dreams is in 2 weeks. Dreams is in 2 weeks, and that's like a whole thing. I'm still trying to figure out what we're gonna do about Dreams, because there's no way in hell that we're gonna be done with Indivisible. Like, even if we try to steam run it, even if we try to steamroll speed run it, it's just not gonna be wrapped. So it might be for like a while until we get Indivisibles wrapped, that the Sunday night streams might be Dream streams, like working through the main game. How much time will be left until Dreams will have VR? I don't know. Like, they did talk up VR, but I haven't really heard anything specific about it since then. Yeah, I've got the same feeling, Kronos. I mean, I think we're going to be with Indivisible for a while, and that's okay with me, but I definitely want to play through the main game of Dreams, and I know I won't do that unless I'm doing it for stream or recording. I I don't want to be quite so negative, Hive, but with the swing around camera the way that it is, I could definitely see that happening. Risk of Rain 2 update is in March, so that's a thing. Ooh, damn, everything is on the plate. There is too much. It could be a beautiful nightmare. I've had beautiful nightmares before. Um, I'm gonna take a really quick couple-minute break just to have a really quick cigarette, and then we will be back with more dreams. I played professionally made games that had VR modes that were nausea fuel. I can definitely believe that. Yosh, we are back. Drawn, yo, how's it going? I want to play Super Hot in VR, but my PSVR gives me a headache after 15 minutes due to my large head. Now, I've seen pictures of you, Hive. I don't think that you've got an abnormally large head. Perhaps you have very small VR headset? Also jumping into Samurai Slash, which I was going to look at for tomorrow's episode of Fever Dreams, but I found a more recent level that this creator has done. Mode select, single player, multiplayer. Well, single player, of course. I'll be a novice. I don't mind being a novice. Things are going pretty well on my end. Headgear. That's... Oh, okay, I gotcha. I want a different type of headgear. Dome hat? Oh, okay. This feels kind of awkward, but... I mean, just the way they've got the menu set up, but... Black buns. Fancy hair. Oh, that is fancy hair. I might go with fancy hair. Katanas, pink eyes. Okay, that's cool. Footwear. I mean, Geta are pretty slick. I do like Geta. I do need a new pair of Geta, so that's kind of a problem. We don't really have dark blue eyes. Oh, that's disturbing. What about the light blue? That's kind of closer to what my eye looks like. Sure, I think that we're done with that. I do have trouble finding hats that fit me as well. Wait, what? What just happened? I was just reading about a hat. Too soon. How do I know when I'm supposed to go? Oh, do I have to wait for the prompts? Is that how it works? I just got cut in half again. Oh, I've killed it. We're samurais, and I think we've got to hit the attack button like as soon as we hear the patoot. For you to NV. Welcome, Four. It is a pleasure to have you in. I hope that you're doing very well this evening. We're just playing through some Dreams community creations before the game gets released. And Ludo, yo! This is that Kirby minigame, but for experts. And it's like the ending of that one Kurosawa film. It's like the ending of like every Kurosawa film. I'm really liking reading up on the chat. Kronos, I'm really liking the character work that you've been doing recently. It seems like you're really getting used to drawing on the pad. Thank you for. I really appreciate that. We're yeah, it's a whole kind of thing basically. But it's a pleasure to have you in the chat. We're every Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday in Japan at 8 p.m. Now that's plus 9 GMT, so I'm not sure what that means for where you are, but you're always welcome. Now where? Oh! The demon killed us.
So predictable.
And it told us we're predictable. How did it do that? Because it has no mouth. Ugh.
So predictable.
What an... The demon's kind of an asshole. Oh, we blocked it! That's pretty fancy. I didn't think we'd get a block. I have no mouth, but I can scream. You spelled it wrong, Hive, but that's okay. 5 minutes left, Whoop installing. Hold on a second. I must have missed. Pixel Tuner, what are you installing? A CryEngine. CryEngine for reference to make a crisis level for dreams. Excellent. We look forward to that. Having defeated the fastest sword fighters in the land, our heroes still felt there was still someone out there who was faster. Maybe one day there will be battles with a variety of opponents in faraway lands. Until then, all there is to do is train and make the world a little better each day. You know, yes. That's a good motto for life. I mean, I don't know about the training part, but the making the world a little bit better all day. Each day, yes. Full-on black irises as regular eye, completely disturbing, but for people having them, slightly mesmerizing. Menama Yoashi, Menama Oba-san, Menama Oji-chan. There's lots of Medama. Someday you'll perform the perfect decapitation. How can we decapitate anything? It's just an eyeball. You know, drawn, if I could do it, you know, I would totally rock the Cenobite full black eye look. I don't think, I mean, there is eyeball tattooing. You can tattoo the whites of eyeballs, but I don't think it lasts. I don't really know how it works. I saw it in a magazine, which, you know, is like, basically, I saw a bunch of bullshit, but I'm pretty sure that you can tattoo the whites of eyes. So, if you had black eyes, and you tattooed your eye whites black, you could do the whole Cenobite thing, and that would be pretty slick. Okay, I got a thing for Cenobites, is the thing. I like them. I just think they're neat. Which is true. What do we got coming up next? Akaoni. I've seen people with tattooed eyes. There you go. I'm not talking crazy. It's a thing that exists. The font is still too small, so I can't quite read Chanbara Action. Okay, it's Chanbara Action. I overheard there was a level you reserved till I came back, or did we already get to it? We got to it. It was the digital thing level. Desu. Of course the demons are assholes. What'd you expect? They're demons. I mean, you know, okay, so here's the thing, right? So, like, the demons, cursed by, like, some god figure. We'll just go with that for the moment, right? If I were a demon, because, like, the expectation, right, is, like, demons are assholes. If I were a demon, I would be super nice just to spite God. Be like, oh, you expect me to be an asshole, do you? Well, I'll show you. I'm gonna be a decent demon being. Help little old ladies cross the street. Sell drugs to school children, because they definitely need it. But what's going on with our Twin Tails? By the way, today is the day of Twin Tails. It's February 2nd. February 2nd is Twin Tails Day. At least that's what Twitter assures me. So, sounds like an isekai. Any isekai. Attack is R1. R2 is dash attack. That didn't seem to help us out very much. Also, our eyes. What is this? This whole stream today is a whole eyeball thing. I would never give somebody bobo tea. I would give them something good. Like coffee with a shot of whiskey in it and some cookies. I mean, that's what a good hostess does, right? It does seem to be a Japanese creator, yeah. And we've got onigiri. We have to tell Jake. There's onigiri in this game. It's basically Code Vein. Deflect is L1. L1 hold is guard. Gotcha. Did that help? I don't know. Maybe? What do these enemies remind me of? Because they totally remind me of something. Oh, but Kronos, there was a Super Mario Automata that I wanted to get to show you. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not. I've never played it before, but it seemed like it would be a thing that was up your alley. Dead. Excuse me, sir. Are you not gonna bother me? I want pants like this, by the way. I mean, I'm not a big pants person, but I would definitely wear pants like this. Hi. Wait, ちょっと待って。背後から。遅。Something of the sort, yeah? Oh, we can lock on with R3. But this rabbit's not doing anything. I don't want to kill it. Oh, crap. I guess it's doing something now. I didn't want to kill you. I totally didn't, but... Yes? Kronos, there appears to be a lock on. Is that unusual? That dodge did not work. Just needs an evade button, and I'm keeping an eye on this one for sure. Well, there's some kind of dodge, but it didn't seem to do much for us. The name of the creation is Akaoni. And let me pull up the creator name as well. God, I bloody well hate this font. Hold on a second. Tototidopa. I struggle to reply in English because I'm not the best at it. Well, that's okay. Tototidoppa. Perhaps that's going to be the follow-up. I've seen a couple of folks with, like, over 100 level. Level 1. How big is this? Because I don't want to, like, I don't want to do this forever, is the thing. That's fun. I've been wanting to make something like this, so it's good to know that it might happen. Oh, Blue Oni's like the big head thing that's chasing you through the school. I remember my nephew used to watch Let's Plays of that. Your sister-in-law has a kid, and the kid becomes your nephew, but then you get divorced. Are they your ex-nephew? Like, I'm really not sure how that works. I'm so out of touch with Dreams, waiting for the full release to get back. That's probably not a bad plan, Des. Let them get as close to a finished product as possible. Ludo, Dreams is really cool. Um, I'm sorry, I felt like I just caught Dromborn's comment. Let me wrap up Ludo's. Dreams is really cool. I don't completely super understand how it works quite yet myself. There's a lot going on under the engine that I really haven't been able to look into. But what I've seen of it, like, when people take the time to do it well, it's really nice. And, Drawn, thank you so much for being concerned. I don't think I'm sick. I have been working around a lot of dust and asbestos recently, so that might be part of it. But I think this is just basically my usual... I smoke too much and it's winter. So I've always got kind of a crappy throat. Yeah, there's been a lot of asbestos work recently. It's kind of sucked. What's your PPE situation like? I don't... What does PPE stand for? I like this level, but I think I'm done with this level, basically. Construction dust and cigarette voice is actually a really good way to describe that, Ludo. That's like basically my throat in a nutshell. Personal protective equipment. Oh, well, I've got a level 2 filter mask, which I should probably change the filters on, to be honest. Didn't think that we'd be doing so much asbestos work recently. We're dealing with like asbestos tiling, which is not terrible, but there's a lot of dust. I'm feeling pretty good for it, and again, I appreciate your concern as well. Just I don't have the healthiest lifestyle, I think is probably what we're driving at. As much as I don't want to ruin your breaks, but since I'm concerned about your health, please smoke less. I'm trying to, Drawn. I am. It's weird, like, with the job that I have now, because the break time is so long, I tend to smoke a lot more than I used to, because there's almost nothing else to do but smoke, but I do need to cut down the smoking, and I'm definitely going to cut down the drinking, and I'm on a new job site from tomorrow, so fingers crossed that there won't be any asbestos at this site. I'm actually kind of cheesed about that because, like, I was told on Saturday, like, your last day at this site is going to be Monday. So it's okay to leave your tools here. That's a school site. And then I get into work at the end of the day, and they're like, oh no, you're going to be at a different job site. You know, you got to be like 20 minutes earlier, so that also sucks. I'm like, what am I going to do about my tools? And like, oh, well, you can borrow tools from us. I'm like, I mean, sure, yes, I can do that, but they're crap. It's all stuff that people have just left behind, like used safety belts and helmets are just garbage. Like, I want my stuff, my crowbar, my S-bar, my hammer, and they're gonna sit there lonely, wondering why I'm not there on a Monday. Concerned about your exposure to asbestos on your new job. Japanese buildings had asbestos. Now I feel really bad that I'm getting everybody worried. Don't worry over much. I'm trying to be as safe as I can. Japanese buildings definitely do have asbestos. They stopped using asbestos here in maybe the mid-80s or the mid-90s. Well, probably early 90s. But the building that we're taking out now, the newest portion of the building was done in the 70s. So the tiling is all asbestos. Yeah, I mean, I kind of love my tools. Even when I stop doing the demolition work, like I'm gonna keep my stuff, and I'm probably gonna mount it over. I don't know. I'm never gonna have a fireplace because I'm in Japan, but mount my crowbar over a door or something. I love my crowbar. She's so sweet. Uh, but to not have too much talk and to have a little bit more balance with the game, Super Mario Automata is everything is in Spanish, so I can't read it. Hopefully, this will be amazing. The work environment of where you work must be pretty shitty. It's like we're we're the bottom of the barrel, honestly. Ludo, it's not Ludo, but Drawborn. There's not an awful lot that's like done for our protection, I suppose. I would love to be sealed up in a special suit, but like that just is not gonna happen. And that's a really good point, Umberkin. We probably don't want to put it over a door. So we've got Nier Automata music. We've got the weird-ass constructed city. Collect all one score pickups. What is this? D-Style, I hate companies nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that one. What is the one score pickup they want us to pick up? I don't know what this means. There goes my plan to remaster the shooting minigame from Nier Automata. Honestly, Kronos, I think you'd probably still do it, because this is kind of junk. I think it's, Des, I don't know what it is. They simply want to waste less and profit more. Yeah, that's like... Yeah, I mean... There's a whole theory that we could get into, but definitely my company is... Well, first off, it's kind of... I don't know what to do here. That's the first off. I have no idea what they want me to do. We're in one of these situations where I'm like a subcontractor of a subcontractor of a subcontractor. So everybody's cutting corners, basically. Lots of like crap enforced overtime. The equipment is what, at least on our level, because we're like the lowest point of the subcontractor totem pole, the equipment is just like what we have, whether or not it's appropriate or not. Like technically, I'm supposed to be using a level 3 filter mask to be around asbestos. I don't have one because they're $50. And I didn't know the different levels of filter masks. I don't know what they want. Here. Everybody knows that I have a level 2 filter mask, and I probably shouldn't be working around asbestos, and they're like, don't say nothing about it. So, Des, it's kind of an homage or a pastiche to the minigame in Nier Automata, but it's really badly done. That's the honest truth. It just doesn't work. Especially most game companies and company publishers, EA definitely. Oh yeah, the game industry is just an absolute trash fire right now. I'm working through a subcontractor, but luckily the job is great, and I think we'll get to the company. Prior jobs were terrible, though. I'm glad. Hi, brain. I'm glad that at least your situation right now is looking pretty good. D-Style. It's nice to be in a relatively stable situation that you're happy with. The work I'm doing now, on a personal level, has been really, really good for me. It's been something that I haven't really done before. Like, I've done physical manual labor before, but not like this. It's something that I wouldn't have thought that I could have done before. So to find out that I can do this stuff has been a really big personal step, and that means a lot to me. But the time situation is absolutely garbage. The money situation is not good, and I have a tenuous relationship with self-protection, which means that I will do things that are probably not safe just because I don't care. So in a situation where like the company's not really big on safety rules, that's really quite dangerous. State your case and they should provide you with a suit. The thing is, like, nobody has a suit. I haven't seen anybody rock up in a suit, so actually, like Des, honest to God, I don't know how they would handle that. I think they would just bounce me off the site, which is fine because I'm getting bounced off the site anyways, so it is not like when the job is fun though. I have to say the job. I got to tear out like these wooden frames from the ceiling. Like the tiles were attached to these frames, and like the tiles have been bashed down, which I did like last month, but the frames are left over, and it was like a puzzle, like, trying to figure out where you want to put the crowbar, and like, do you want to use the big crowbar? Do you want to use the little crowbar? And just how you're gonna break these things apart. Oh my god, it was so much fun. It was so cool. I actually don't know what your old job was, Hive. I got out because there were accidents. I didn't want to be one of the victims. I'm glad you did. And I hope that you remain in a safe situation, D-Style. In the UK, we have special protections and procedures in place for safely handling with asbestos. Like, they do here, but it's one of those things where it only works if they actually utilize it. And this job site has been a complete mess because... So we've got... I've talked about this on Twitter. There's this old guy who lives next to the job site who calls up constantly complaining about noise. And, I mean, noise issues are real issues. I will grant that. But we've bent over backwards to try to accommodate this guy and to keep things as quiet as possible. And we've lost, like, basically a month of work on the job site, which means that this last month has been just run ragged, get as much done as possibly possible, and consequences be damned. So, and I think that that's... What the heck is all of this? Defective mind drives on the... What? I don't know what that is, but I don't want it to happen again. I'm not defending this situation. It's a shite situation, honestly. But it is the situation that it is. It was to assess and approve funding for treatment, equipment, and medication for people who have occupational dust diseases from handling things like asbestos. We should have lots to talk about when you come to town, Hive. Drawn, I am. I, like, compared to last year at this time, it's a world of difference, and I really am trying to find a balance between like health and I can make money. It's not always easy, but I've got a lot to live for right now. I've got things I want to do. I've got plans, kind of. I mean, they're not plans, they're outlines. The outlines of plans, goals. Goals is the word that we're looking for. None of those goals will be reached if I'm dead. So I'm really trying to cultivate a sense of self-preservation because I want to be here next year and the year after that, and I want to be farther along on my path than I am right now. And again, I can't do that if I'm not here. So I know I make you folks worry, and I don't want to. I'm trying to be better at it. And this level is not working at all. There's like nothing here. Oh, it's a work in progress. That makes so much more sense. 내가 파월이야 홈런이네. 히토미-san 홈런이네. Osaka crossover arc hype. Kronos, if you can get here by the 29th of February, we could have a tri-continental crossover. And that would be pretty darn cool. I would be down for that. Man, if I had, like, cash, I would just send plane tickets to everybody. Goals are important. And I didn't have goals for a long time. I'm kind of like in this nebulous trying to work out what the big picture is for me, but even still, like, I've got small picture goals, and they're things that I really do feel are important, and I really do want to get done, and I'm trying to take steps towards those goals. So, I mean, I think you're definitely on right there. Self-care is good, yes. Goals. I still remember high school grad, my special type of hell. I don't want to push Kronos. You don't have to unpack anything that you don't want to. But was there something in particular that was grinding your gears in high school? It's easy to get that way, D. I found myself that I spent a lot of time in kind of a maintenance mode, like assuming that things couldn't be better and I didn't deserve better. And so just if I could maintain whatever level I was at the time, that would be enough. And so, like, there's a lot of kind of autopilot movement in my life, just kind of cruise movement. So I don't now, but I did before. So I feel like I missed something because I saw my name came up. In case you haven't noticed, I published a preview level that's connected to my LBP Thrawn project that Risa played. Did we see the preview level, Drawnborn? Oh, we did. We played that, and I want to see more of it. I felt like I shouldn't have gotten my diploma that year is all. I didn't try very hard back then. Aww. That's... Yeah? Do you think so, Kronos? Wait, purple... What's going on? I always look forward to better things even when things are going south. You kind of have to. Purple's not physical in our world, the abyss awaits. Okay, so we can't touch anything purple. We can only touch blue and red. Blue when lit moves. Gotcha. Alright. Red is deadly only when lit. Also gotcha. I objectively was supposed to fail. So that's funny. I feel like, and again, I'm not gonna push you to say any more than you have, but I feel like you'd mentioned something about a class that seemed like it was set up to fail, and you ended up passing it instead. All of us could only see shades of blue and red. Now there's purple. It's Catholic school, so religion was required to graduate, which I completely ignored. I had that in uni. Anyone who touched the purple would never be seen again. But like everything looks purple in this level. I don't know what you want, level. We had to take Teijiro. Welcome, Teijiro. I hope that you're doing very well this evening. We had to take, I think, like 4 classes in theology for Marquette. And you had to take intro. And I think I took ethics, atheism, and I don't remember what the other one was, but they were required and they sucked. The atheism class was terrible. It was this old, like... I mean, not the fact that he was old was a problem, but it was kind of a problem. He was, like, in his 80s. This old dude Jesuit. There were only 4 people in the atheism class, I want to point out. It was myself and 3 others. That was it. This dude could not keep our names straight for the entire semester. Like, honestly, he would just call on people with random names. It was very frustrating, but I guess maybe in retrospect I should consider it pretty good training for now, because people always use my wrong name. Maybe that Jesuit, maybe he saw the future, realized the kind of trouble that I would be having, and wanted to prepare me for it right now. However, it sucked. Our entire unit on Nietzsche was, he's crazy, we don't need to be concerned with him, let's move on. You know, yeah, I mean, just disregard a major point of modern philosophical thought, because he's crazy. Sure, I mean, that's, you know, why not? I can't remember any names. Names can be hard. Like, I try to make a point of remembering people's names, because I do think that names are really important, and I've only felt even more strongly about that as time has gone on. But there's something in my brain where I can remember faces or I can remember names, but I have a hard time remembering both at the same time. I'm trying to get better at that. It's actually a little bit easier online because avatars are like a lot more clear. You'd mentioned that in Hello, Brain. Are you here? Des, you'd mentioned that over on Twitter, and I don't know if my answers were helpful or not, but I hope they were. I do feel like Twitch has got a little bit more robust package for mods. I mean, mods in the sense of, like, modding the chat, but also mods in the sense of actually setting up mods. But I feel like the streams have been more stable on Twitch, and I don't know if that's just blue car syndrome or not. I do know that having the chat like locked to the video on YouTube is really, really helpful because it means that we don't need this overlay on the side of the screen. But, and also, like, not needing to download the video off of Twitch to upload it onto YouTube is really useful. To just have it be done when it's done. My name cache has a memory leak. Now let me see if I want to get this name right. Reckley Snipes. Oh, Reckley Snipes 1. Reckley Snipes 1, welcome, welcome. And Checkmate at Thesis. Oh, Checkmate Atheist 69. Hello, Checkmate Atheist 69. Got a lot of people in chat tonight. I hope everybody is well. I hope I didn't miss anybody. We are kind of juggling like 3 or 4 things at once, and these stupid saw blades are not helping. Hello, saw blades. Can we even... Is this like doable? Potentially, but not easily? There... Oh, fudge it. Hell with that. Ah! Red is passionate and warm, but dangerous if not careful. I could see that. I could see that. Also, red is like not really a good color for hair dye because it washes out really quick. So it seems a lot more bearable if it were third person. I think you're right, Kronos. I think it would be a lot easier to do if it weren't first person. There were sheep. Puck Kids Treasure Hunt. Honestly, I just want the Hexagon character, but here's a tease of what could possibly be the character for my next stream. Okay. This is... Oh, half up! Oh, God. Yeah, the dreams... Like, it's really in a wild, random stage at the moment, D-Style. Press square to reveal or hide yourself. Oh, I like that. That is sweet. Now, what do we, No, that's interesting. That's the same... I want to say it's like the same color and font as the Mario level. Did Half Up do the Mario level as well? Purple's creative and spiritual, but aimless if you're lost or abandoned. I did have purple hair for a long time. And by a long time, I mean, like, a month and a half. But it felt like 5 years, so... Maybe I should stick with the blue. We're rocking the blue hair now. Some of that craziness is pretty cool. I am, like... The good creations that I've seen have been... That's not what we wanted. The good creations that I've seen have been really, really good. I've been really pleased with the stuff that we've run into. Now, there have been a fair number of, shall we say, crap. But, oh, fancy. At the same time, I think we've seen an awful lot of solid levels from creators so far. Purple and teal are your favorite colors. I'm a really big fan of green and black myself, but that's just me. Also, I can't believe we made that, so go us. First-person platforming is hard because of precise jumping, which is quite hard to pull off. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And I don't know that we've seen a lot of first-person platforming that's been pretty well handled so far. But it might just be kind of what we're working with. Now, we did see there was something around here that had a number 14 in it. Well, this says 7 and we have 17. What's the problem? I played Titanfall 2 when it got out for free on PS Plus, and a pretty great first-person platforming. I've heard people say good stuff about the Titanfall series. I'm not familiar with it myself, but it's not something I'd be averse to. The only good FPS platforming I've played in recent memory is Destiny. Now, I was watching today Jim Sterling's new video about Savage World, I think it was called. And that looked like it was pretty solid. That was FPS. It had very much a kind of like a Metroid Prime feel to it. First-person platforming is only hard because you can't see where your character is or will go with the world precisely. Yeah, and that's like actually a really big problem for me. Not Outer Worlds. This was something different. It was I want to say it was Savage World. There was a Meat Boy. Do you play requests, bro? I should actually point out because, and I know my voice is my voice. And I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but I am a trans woman. So if we could not have the bros and the dudes, it would be cool. I'm not gonna smack anybody, but just to point it out because there's a lot of new folks who might not know me. I do definitely take requests, and if it's a request for a creation in Dreams, I can look at it right now. If it's a request for a game you'd like me to look at, it depends if I've got it in my library. No worries, absolutely zero worries. I pointed it out because people probably wouldn't know. But you don't have to apologize. It's okay. I just wanted to let folks know. Add Mick Mall. Oh wait, it's somebody else. I sent you 2 of my games, but you don't have to play them now. Just when you want to. I'll definitely take a look at least one of them, and let me put down your name in my notes as well, so I don't forget, because we do the Fever Dreams shows on Mondays. So DIH style. Good. No, it's cool. And I feel bad because I feel like I keep on messing up your name. I want to take a really cool... Reckley Snipes. It is 100% cool. Don't worry about it. You can't act on information that you don't have. So I'm not... I tend not to get too flustered. As long as people are in good faith. And I don't have any reason to think that you're not. Now, there are 2 more little dealy bobbers that we need to get. And I can see them, but I don't know how to get there. Hold on a second here. Pot goes down. Just call me Reckley. That makes it a lot easier, and thank you so much. Oh, bugger. Alright, we're gonna give this one more try, and then we're gonna try... Hi. We're gonna take a... That was a really good level that I was just not doing well. So, we're gonna put that one on the side burner. And... D-Styles got a level that you sent to me, so let's see if I can't find that. Main menu, here we go. And the chamber and Lost Boy a teaser. Is there one of these that you would rather me look at? That I could focus on first? trippy puzzles or happy platformers? Um, hmm. Probably for the stream, maybe a happy platformer. The happy platformer is just a demo, though. Well, let's take a look at the demo first. Is that the Lost Boy level? And are there good twin stick shooters on Dreams yet? Yes, and give me a second. I can at least pull one up for you really quick. Let me get my notes up. That's the wrong series. Hi, where's my Dreams book? We looked at one that was fairly decent a little bit back on Fever Dreams. It was... Alright, I'm gonna put a link in chat. I mean, I'm sure there's other good twin stick shooters. This is just one that I've come across recently that I liked. Just get it up here. Overload. Although you may have already seen this one because I think it was featured by Media Molecule. But copy and paste. Dreams didn't come out for beta in my country. Oh, that sucks. Yep. So this is Overload 1.0. It's not the best twin stick shooter that I played, but it's a pretty decent one. And the creator is Optical Prime 36. Here we go. It's almost here. You've only got a little bit longer to wait. And does our character model have got a... The artisan table when you're ready. It's my food jam entry. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take that out. Take a look at that. Let me get your name down too. Rec Lee Snipes. Is your name here in the chat the same name on Dreams? Yosh. It's a sandbox platformer. It's got a plot about my character Paperboy trying to find a way to get to his house in the sky after falling up to these islands. Oh, cool. It's got a really nice look to it. It's kind of interesting because there's a crispness to like the solid objects, but still that bit of wavy drawn for the grass. Yes, but no. No one. I gotcha. Let me cross that out so I don't screw it up. Cha-cha. It does look nice. The only thing that I would say, it's a very minor point, but the opening cinematic is really quite long. So like I wonder if maybe a little story up top, like overlaid here, just so that the player knows like what the progress is supposed to mean. I don't think so, he told me. I'm not planning on doing any phone calls. I am going to take a look at Reckley Snipes' level. Like, I mean, are we... I guess what I'm wondering here, D-Style, is... is there gameplay here? Or is it just kind of an overview? Because I think a good comparison would be Nier Automata, where upon entering a new area you get snippets of the entire level in seconds, capped off with the area name. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta press square to actually get things to go. That's where I was screwing up. Now I've gotcha. I do like Paperboy, by the way. It reminds me of Dumbo-kun from Yotsubato. Now, where do we want to go? This is one thing I've noticed. It's not specifically against this level, but I've seen it in a lot of levels. The camera that clips through the ground can be... Do we have it? We do have a double jump. Okay. Can be a wee bit confusing sometimes. I like the animation on the double jump, by the way. That is really slick. And we've got a little bit of voice going along with it as well. This is cool. Eh? I'm still working on that because I had to do a camera rig. Gotcha. I saw it come up as well in Splatty's Adventure. We looked at maybe 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? On Fever Dreams. And Splatty's Adventure as well is a pretty fun one, but I think it does definitely need a little bit more polish. But they were having some issues with their camera rig as well. For my character not to disappear or die with jumps over 100 meters. Ah. Now, can we swim? No, we cannot swim. So, how do we get over to those islands? There's a starfish. It does, doesn't it, Des? My game will eventually be super vertical. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, that reminds me, I found a place that sells Yotsuba in Japanese, so now I gotta learn more Japanese. Read through the volumes I have and purchase more. Hey, Hive. Would you like 14 volumes of Yotsubato? Like, just, you know, would you be interested in taking those? Because I have 14 volumes of Yotsubato, and I am looking to trim my library. You gotta go to the bouncy mushroom. Gotcha! I would be interested. Well, if you would be, if you'd like them, they're yours. I want to read the Zarigata Cities, but it's super drenched in Japanese wordplay. I am terrible at wordplay, so I don't think I would probably do a very good job with that. The mushroom is bouncy. Oh my god, it's bouncy. D-style? The mushroom put me in the drink. I've been drunk. This is what do they call it? It's emergent gameplay. I think we might need to reset that one. I also have like 4 volumes of Nichijou, which I suppose are also too dense with wordplay. Did the mushroom pour your drink? Because we're gonna have to pour one out for a fallen sister over there. That was great. I was not expecting that. X to obtain different camera angles. Oh, I completely missed that. Wait, X? Was it X? It is a really good stream, Des. Like, this has been nice tonight. This is just what I needed from a really, like, hectic, crazy week and a really weird Sunday. This has just been really slick all around. I don't think, he told me, I don't think much of anybody else reads Japanese, though. Oh, we've got air control. Oh, that's the issue. I recently came across a free-to-play game called Starlit. It's really good. Wait, monsoon weather. Ludo, if I remember correctly, and I might be wrong, but you are in Switzerland, right? Like, does Switzerland get monsoons? And this is just my ignorance showing. Switzerland might totally get monsoons, but every time I think of monsoons, I think of, like, Thailand? Cambodia? I was in Cambodia during the monsoon season many years ago. Like, many years ago. And it was pretty wild. Nani tara wakaranai. Check it out maybe one day and we will meet in co-op. I would actually be interested. Now, you said Starlit. Is Starlit a PS4 game? Is it a PC game? It's been raining in Switzerland for like a week. We don't have monsoons, but winter here is just rainstorms now. Oh, God. I would love to try that, Des. I don't know how well it would treat us, but it would be pretty slick. The question being answered is about phone calls. Is anybody up for phone calls? Unless I am misreading my Japanese, which does happen frequently. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Nope, soup! We're in the soup again! It's a very cute platformer. You wear a suit with different abilities. Oh crap! Crap! Crumbs! Alright, I can dig on that. Let me write that down. Starlit. Cool. Check that out. That might be nice for one of the random streams. Alright, these style, I mean, it seems like, I don't know, the air control off the mushrooms seems a little bit wonky. It's easy to get yourself sent someplace that maybe you don't want to be. That's, I think you've got it, Hive. Basically, if anybody is interested in a phone call to talk to Aiko, who is also Hitomi. Yup. Nice. That's like the perfect yup, Hitomi. That was good. That was really good. I'll definitely adjust them. I think that would probably be a pretty good help. I'm liking what we've, I'm liking what we're seeing so far, though. Now, are you planning to implement, like, enemies or collectibles or anything like that? Or will it be just a pure exploring platformer? It was good. It was unexpected. Which is the best part. You know, it's like one of those, you give someone like a can of peanuts and they open it up and then it's got like a spring snake inside. Definitely of the same vein. I am liking this character model though. I'm liking the slightly overpaced animations. I want collectibles to unlock new abilities like gliding and stuff. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. No matter how carefully you design your game, players will find some way to destroy it. That is the God's honest truth, Hive. I mean, someone will always find a way to just completely wreck the level or the creation that you've made. That was one of my favorite parts, and continues to be one of my favorite parts of doing the LBP series. Because every now and then, I manage some completely stupid combination of variables that will completely crash out a level. Full version coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this sneak peek. I did. This is cool. This is really, really cool. Positives. The environment is spot on. I think you've done a real character as well. Character is cute, relatively easy to handle. The many friends for squirrels. The animations are solid on the character. I like them a lot. Basic gameplay as well. I didn't feel like it was too slippery. I was nailing those like thin platform jumps without too much trouble. And usually those are a pretty big problem in Dreams, that type of platforming, so that was good as well. The intro cinematic, the camera work on that is really solid. Is really cool. You've done well with that. Not so much down points, but points maybe to kind of improve on. I would maybe put a note in the intro cinematic that to skip out of it was square, because I didn't quite notice that. I didn't realize that. I talked about the camera rig, so that's, I mean, you know about that issue. Some tweaking of the mushrooms would probably be a good idea. And just kind of making things a little bit more robust, like you said, with collectibles and maybe some enemies that you can encounter. But I like this an awful lot. I removed deceleration. Okay. Predicting the ending, it turns out the moon crashing plot. So your character uses final mushrooms to blast the moon back into place, saving all mankind. That's the plot from Katamari Damacy, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I'm happy I can. Like, this is... It's kind of my gig. I don't always get a chance to have a creator, like, on stream when we're looking at their level. But I was really impressed with what I saw with that. Now, what have we... Actually, like, let me just take a really quick break, and then we'll do like 1 or 2 more levels before the end of the stream. But I will be right back, and we're going to take a look at Reckley's food level. All right, we are back and coughing. Let's see. Search. Reckley Snipes. Ah, the artisan table. That's the one that you told us. And the Mouth of Madness. Good shout out, Reckley. That is one of my favorite movies. You gotta climb 3,000 meters to get back up there. That's a lot of meters. Which is like probably the dumbest thing that I've said this night, but that's okay. Alright, so is this mainly a sculpt, Reckley? There's nothing wrong with that. He told me there's like I'm pretty much in the same spot. It's a beautiful sculpt though. I need a dock to Japan time to keep up with you. It's yeah, I mean time zones are a pain in the butt. They absolutely are. Currently in Japan it is 9:50. It's a beautiful sculpt. Like this is just nice looking all around. I am not like I haven't had a lot of chance to play with the create mode, and I'm really ham-fisted with the sculpt. So I'm very, very impressed with what you've done here. Eat it all. Like the cheese. I would just go ham on the cheese, and then have some ham with the cheese. This is slick. Most phones have the option to give a screen with multiple time zones displayed. No shit. I had no idea, Ludo. This is by Reckley. Reckley, how long did it take you to put this together? Because it's very impressive. Got the nice bottle of wine here going as well. I'm waiting for somebody to come up with an easy way to make Dreams does not have at the moment. 4 days. I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. That's a lot of work going in. Sorry, actually 5 days. Mate, like, yeah. This is really good. I don't generally see sculpts this well done, this detailed in Dreams. The only person I can think that's like doing realistically detailed sculpts at this kind of level is what's the name? I want to say D squared. They've got this really gorgeous like face armor sculpt that they've been working on right now, but I don't know if that's their username or not. D squared. Maybe it's not the same person. Who am I thinking of? They come up in Made in Dreams fairly often. But you did an ED209. Who did an ED209? I should go onto the Dreams Discord. I've got like I'm very bad at juggling multiple Discords, but oh no, I haven't seen your ED209. I don't think so, but I'm gonna give it a look. Subsurface scattering. You had to publish it to meet deadline. Oh, is this one or the ED209? It's really good. It's very, very nice. I want to take a look at your ED. Right? And I definitely want to take a look at The Mouth of Madness because, like I said, that's one of my favorite movies. I think we're gonna wrap it up with the ED. Oh, that's beautiful. Like that is a beautiful sculpt. What did we get? Can I find this other person? I'm just gonna take a really quick spin. If they don't show up, somebody else, but in a very different style, but to kind of put out Kai Phrase 408, 4048. They're another sculpt artist that I've been following that I really like, but their style's extremely different style than this. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out the creator that I'm looking for at a later time, maybe in another stream. A Mouth in Madness is so good. Sam Neill is just nuts in that movie. Funk 97. Maybe? There were a couple of good breakfast sculpts that I saw, but I think that might be one of the nicer food sculpts in general that I've seen. This was good. This was such a nice chat tonight. This is such a nice stream tonight. This is exactly what I needed for the end of this week. Had a lot of new folks drop by. I often do the kind of the reading of the names, but there's kind of too many names to read this time. But I do appreciate everybody dropping in tonight. It means an awful lot. I'm gonna put in chat my my YouTube channel in case anybody wants to follow on there. We do weekly looks at dreams levels on Mondays and weekly looks at I want to say Little Bite-Sized Planet, but that's the name of my show. We do weekly looks at Little Big Planet levels on Fridays with alternating English and Japanese Binding of Isaac episodes Monday through Saturday. The streams on Twitch here, like we mentioned, are Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Wednesdays and Thursdays streams, we are doing long form games. And currently the long form game is Indivisible. We're about, I don't know, maybe a third of the way through Indivisible right now. But I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do when Dreams, like, full version drops. We might juggle, like, Wednesday Indivisible, Thursday Dreams. But it's still a question mark. I've got 2 weeks to decide. About halfway in Indivisible. Indivisible is, like, it's beefy. It's pretty beefy. Thank you so much, Shrekly. I do appreciate that an awful lot. That's the thing, like, Drawn, I really want to play... Also, Synth-X. You came in right at the end of the stream, but thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. I really want to play through the story mode of Dreams. And I want to do that on stream. But because we're in the middle of Indivisibles, I'm going to have to figure out a way that we're going to juggle both of them kind of at the same time. I don't know if I have the strength to add an extra stream day, but that might be something we do if I feel like I'm up to it. Thank you so much, D-Style. I really appreciate it an awful lot. Everybody who dropped by tonight, for the first time and for the not first time, I thank you. Just that's all I can say, really. The streams for me have been a really good way to decompress and to unwind and to work through a lot of stuff. We try not to be too heavy in the streams, but sometimes they do get a little bit heavy, but just having this kind of outlet has meant an awful lot to me. So, yeah, thanks. But that does it for us this fine Sunday. So, from me, Disco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigasamariota, sayonara, see you, and ciao.